truck started just running real bad. And if you look at our PM gauge, it's wow. It was just horrible. I was like, wow. So I pulled into a truck stop there off of 40 and pulled the valve cover, and the top of the rocker arm busted off. And so, and the injector busted too. So I took my parts and got a taxi, went to town and got those parts and came back and put it all back together. And I didn't have a gauge, so I set it with a matchbook and took off and came home.
What do you mean you set it with a matchbook?
So a matchbook is a piece of paper.
A matchbook has matches in it.
You asked me what adjusting the valves are.
Right.
So there's a space in between two pieces of metal, and you stick a gauge in there, and so the motor has to be set at a certain point, top dead center, and it will open or close those valves. Well, when they are set at a certain point, you can put a piece of gauge in there, and that's supposed to be so like 10 thousandths, 100,000, 900,000, 10 billion thousandths, or whatever it's calls for. Well, I didn't have a set of gauges. So
I thought that was called a gasket.
I didn't have a set of gauges, so I just took a matchbook cover and stuck it in there, and I said, that should do it. So.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm confused. I thought that, to me, what you're talking about sounds like a gasket in between the metal.
No, okay, here, let me do it again, because I know how difficult you can be sometimes. Here's one piece of metal, and here's another piece of metal. And both those metals ride together like this, and they go up and down. This metal's going to push this metal up, and this metal's going to push this metal back down. Up, down, up, down. They're pushing each other. Well, they have a little space in between them. And that little space could be thick as my thumbnail. And so they're not just glued together. So there's a little gap between the two of them. So you set your motor to top dead center, and you could take a gauge and put that. They want you to set it at 10 thousandths. So there's an adjustment screw, and you can adjust it up. Now, oh, that's too big. And then adjust it tight. Oh, that's too tight. And then adjust it off a little bit, and you stick a little 10 gauge in there, and it's got to have a slight little drag in there, and you set it. Okay, now you got the 10 thousandths that the factory that built the motor said that's where it needs to be set at.
Okay.
Well, I didn't have a set of gauges. So I took a matchbook cover and stuck it in there and said that should be just about close enough.
Okay, well that's...
Put the darn thing together and drove home.
Well, that's being a real Macgyver, isn't it? Several people have mentioned in comments, several of our very faithful subscribers and viewers have called you the trucking Macgyver, that you are an over-the-road truck driver Macgyver, that you can fix and take anything and fix anything.
Yeah. Well,
that was a great show, Macgyver. That was great in the 1980s. And apparently you have that presence. You have a Macgyver presence. Well, Stephen, thank you for sitting down and doing this sitting down interview for our subscribers and viewers.
Yep, got my cup of coffee, so...
And just to think, you were around the corner since 3:30 this morning, and I didn't even know. I kept looking. I'm like, Stephen should be home. Stephen should be home. And I was getting worried. I thought,
well, I pulled over and right there and turned on the air conditioner and snuggled up in my blankets and figured, well, no sense waking up anybody.
Hmm.
And then I woke up and I thought, is it raining outside? No.
It's a cold day, though.
So, have a wonderful day, wherever you are. Have lots of fun. Fix your own stuff, wherever you are, or don't. God bless, and later.
You're funny. I love you, Stephen.